4-day working week as from December 1st, that is tomorrow. The Kaduna State government on Monday announced that it will commence the transition to a 4-day working week. That means they only go to work 4 days in a week from December 1st, 2021. The move, which will permit public servants to work from home for 1 day per week, is a measure designed to help boost productivity, improve work-life balance, and enable workers to have more time for their families, for rest, and my favorite one actually, for agriculture. We've been paying lip service to agriculture for such a long time, but I call it lip service because we say agriculture must, but what are we doing to encourage people to, to do that? All right, now, Special Advisor to the Governor on Media and Communication, Muyiwa Adekeye, disclosed this in a statement titled, KDSG begins transition to 4-day working week from 1st December 2021. According to the statement, which read in part, the measure also reflects lessons learned from managing the COVID-19 pandemic, which required significant relaxations of old working traditions, and the ascendance of virtual and remote working arrangements. Now, a statement from Sir Kashim Ibrahim House stated that the Kaduna State government will begin implementation of the transitional arrangements in the public service of the state from 1st December 2021. From that date, working hours for public servants hours are adjusted to 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. However, all public servants, other than those in schools and healthcare facilities, will work from home on Fridays. This interim working arrangement will subsist until the government is ready to move to the next stage of the transition, which will culminate in the 4-day week across all MDs in the state. And of course, a lot of people are not quite sure how they receive this news. And it's interesting because I did my findings, because obviously Kaduna State is not the first to implement this. Of course, they're the first in Nigeria that I know of. But I went on online and I thought, because I think it was 2 weeks ago or thereabout, I think it was Sweden that also came out with this announcement to actually reduce working days to 4 days in a week as opposed to the 5 we know of. And apparently, according to my findings, there are quite a number of countries that already have, transitioned into fewer working days. And I'll give you a list of these countries and how successful this initiative has been to their people. I mean, from my research as well, I found that quite a number of these countries are actually the colder countries. And trust me, if you've lived in a cold country before and had to wake up to go to work on a winter day, it is the most depressing thing ever. I don't care how much you love your job, but it's super depressing. Because I mean, in a country that has winter, for example, from about 3 p.m., it's already dark. So waking up even from, it's really cold, it's really depressing. And so I can imagine. And also, of course, with COVID-19 really did come to open our eyes and to show us that there's different ways to kill a whale, and I'm sure a lot of Nigerian employers didn't think that it would be possible to work remotely or for their employees, to work from home. But COVID-19 sort of forced us all to do things differently. And for that, I'm definitely really proud. I've been part of a working system for the past 1 year where I actually work remotely. I work with an organization called Nigerian Women in PR. And I only met some of these people that I work with just recently. A lot of us work from there's a lady that works from Russia. I work from Ibadan. A lot of them work from Lagos. And it's been exciting and interesting to see how we've been able to work in spite of never having to see each other, but making, that wheel turn. And it's phenomenal. It's for me, I never thought that was something that could happen. But there's so many things. Even tech founders have come up with all sorts of initiatives. For example, you can type a Word document in Google Doc. I can send it to somebody in Russia. We can both be editing that document together. You can do that in Excel. So the old ways of doing things, there are now newer ways of doing things, which are better than it. So Excel sheet that you have to first of all email, send to the person. By the time they send it back, nope, you actually from home can be working, and we can actually both be seeing what we're doing together. It's really is phenomenal. So I asked a few people actually what their thoughts are on if they would embrace or be open to or be excited about the idea of working days a week, reducing the reduction of the working days a week in Nigeria. I mean, let's look at it. For example, we've also talked about how you don't just hear that things are happening in America and then we copy and paste it to here. We need to start to localize some of the, our initiatives, localize some of these ideas that we see. So yes, it's great to get ideas from different places, but now look at, okay, what's the point of doing this in Nigeria as well? If we're going to do it in Nigeria, it's not bad, but how can we fit it? So it's like getting somebody's shoe and just wearing it. No, how can you, or getting somebody's clothes? There's something called slim fitting it to fit you, which is how there's nothing wrong with copying, from advanced countries, but we have to tailor fit it to our issues here. So, I mean, 4-day working week, I mean, for me, I'm thinking, I don't know, in Nigeria where people want to work more, to earn more, people, I mean, we're not in a country where we work per hour or anything like that, but people, I mean, in Nigeria, I'm thinking how many people have access to a computer or some of these things I've mentioned in order to be able to work remotely? So those are questions that we must ask. Why are those people who are introducing shorter working days, why are they doing that? Of course, number one is mental health. Everyone's talking about mental health these days. So they find that people are more productive when they don't have the anxiety of, I have to work today. I will admit, because people have asked me, you used to work 5 days a week on radio, now you work 2 days a week. I don't think I've been happier since I started working lesser days. So for me, at least, it's something I embrace. I'm much happier. I can focus on, I've got 2 days and I want to be able to, bring you the best and be able to have, interesting conversations to bring you, as opposed to just come here and talk 5 days a week. So if you ask me, it's definitely something that it's made me happier. Now I can do other things that I love to do as well. And I'm sure a lot of you would like to do that as well. So let's take a quick look at some of the countries that have adopted this 4-day week. And apparently I hear that some countries actually even do 3 days a week in some parts of the world. Let's look at I think Scotland, for example. And like I say, a lot of this country are the colder countries. You'd like to wake up, not be in a hurry to get dressed, get on a train, get in, in the cold to get to work. If you can work from home, why do you have to make the commute to work? Let's think about it. No, let's just think about whose idea was it? Yes, I know there are certain things you cannot do from home. Even radio, some people are starting to do from home. I remember watching, I don't know how many people know Wendy Williams. She is an American broadcaster, TV presenter. If you watch, she has a talk show. And I remember watching her movie where she was talking about her life and how, of course, she was struggling to have a baby. That she's kept having miscarriages. And then one time when she got pregnant, she decided she was going to be on bed rest throughout the whole 9 months of being pregnant. And her radio station said, we're going to bring the gadgets to your room. And she was presenting her show from home. So hint, hint, splash, maybe. When she get to that point, all right. As we're the innovative radio station, we're always setting trends. And we do this actually. For example, I know we've always had, before the coronavirus happened, I remember we'd go and transmit our shows from different, parts. I don't know how many people remember that. Do you remember that? We used to do our OBs, and we're coming back to doing that now. If Omicron will not stop us again, please. We stopped doing it because obviously OB would attract quite a number of people. That's outside broadcast, by the way. Anyway, let's get back to some of these countries that have adopted the 4-day working week. Scotland, latest country to join the discussion, has seen overwhelming support for the 4-day working week. A poll conducted by Scottish think tank, the Institute for Public Policy Research, found that 83% respondents prefer to work for fewer days than they do now. I'm sure a lot more people would prefer to work in their comfort zone. You don't have to dress up, you don't have to wear makeup. If you want to do meetings, you can have Zoom meetings. I mean, if you want to share documents, you can do it, remotely. What are you doing? You don't have to see people, especially those colleagues that you really don't want to see their faces because they just annoy you. Thankfully, there's nobody here like that, thankfully. All right, so the government had already planned to try this model. The governing Scottish National Party announced plans to support businesses to trial a 4-day work week in its party manifesto. Like I said, I asked a few people to tell me how they will feel about a 4-day working week. Some of them said, if I'm the employer, I won't like it. But if I'm the employee, of course, I'll love it. Which brings me to how Nigerian employers just want to see you. Even when you can do the work easy. And I'm always telling my team, I have a team here, For me, if you know me, you know I love the soft life. Anything that will make my life easy. If you like, you can like suffer ahead. That's your business. But I like to make, so anything that can make my life easy. If you need, and I think that's what innovation is all about. People are coming up with remote control. Instead of having to walk to the TV to press, you can sit where you are and just, people are even having remote controls for their gates and lights and everything. You can call it lazy, but it's innovation. It is innovation. And so however way you can make work easier for your employees is the best way to go. Then you can get the best of them. You can get quality employees. You can get employees that are not mentally stressed, who do the work and do a great job because they're not under too much pressure. You know, so Nigerian employers, though, so oftentimes they leave the chat because they want to see you suffer, want to come to the office, even if you have nowhere to go, nothing to do in the office, and you can do it in a simpler way. They like for you to do it in a harder way because how do you explain how much I pay you if I don't see you sweating and crying? Thankfully, it's not one of those places. But let's hear from some people that I sort of had a short interview with, and who have told us how. What their thoughts are on if we were to have a 4-day working week. Okay, let me see. This is it. All right, let's take this. Let me know if the sound is.
That's a welcomed idea. Okay. Anyways, 4 days. Okay, maybe as an employer, I would say no. I want 5 working days. But let me be sincere. As an employee, 4 days is just perfect. So depending on who I am, if I'm an employer, sure. I want my 5 days. I want work to be done. But as an employee, it's 4 days.
My sister, I would like it to. In fact, I will benefit a lot from it. Even in other parts of the country, they don't go to their place of work on Friday.
Actually, in this our country, we are not calculating our pay by hours that we work. If it's in a well-developed country, they calculate their pay by the hours they work. In a situation like that, people want to work overtime safe. They want to do extra workforce. But in this country, if the salary is not going to reduce, I wouldn't mind 4 days. So I can have my side hustle or do something, with that extra 1 day, or relax or have fun or do something, I wouldn't mind. But all this, especially all these private firm and industry and institutions, they won't pay you that same salary. They will reduce the salary. So they will tell you are not working up to standard. You are not working up to what they expect from you, or they will tell you your workload has reduced, so your salary must reduce. So that's just the fact.
A fantastic angle as well, because the amazing thing about a lot of these advanced countries that are trying or have tried the 4-day working week is that actually they've cut the days, but they haven't cut salaries. He made a valid point, and that's what I'm saying about how a lot of Nigerian employers, they want you to suffer. So if you're not working, they want to squeeze out that 1 naira of little work that you didn't do. But a lot of these countries actually have adopted the system without cutting pay. Iceland, from 2015 to 2019, the country conducted the world's largest pilot of the 4-day week. The length was cut down from the traditional 40 hours to 35 to 36 hours. It was dubbed a success by researchers, and as a result, more than 80% of Iceland's workforce are opting for shorter hours without a pay cut. Iceland's economic system is part of the Nordic welfare model, which means the country offers many social benefits to its citizens. The economy borrows from both capitalist and socialist models, combining them to create a structure in which shorter work hours can be implemented and tested. Do you see there's a key word there? Benefits to citizens. So they're offering benefits, social benefits to citizens. Can Nigeria do that right now? We're looking at, they were talking about giving 5,000 naira to citizens, about 40 million at beginning, and we're, how many are we? If we look at what the number they keep pegging us at, which is over 100 million. If 40 million are getting 5,000 naira, how much do you buy gas in 2021? How much do you fill your car? How much do you sell? How do they sell a bag of beans? We've talked about the hike in price. So, how much will 5,000 naira do to, even the average poor person out there? I actually heard of another state that was telling pregnant women to come and have their babies. I think it was it, and I'm not sure, somewhere in the east. And they'll be giving 500 naira if they have their babies in a public hospital. Well, some people say at least this is something, it's a step in the right direction, but 500 naira to have your child in a, public, 500 naira. I don't know, what can 500 naira buy today? I'm not quite sure. But he can buy you a plate of something from a nearby, just at least, but I can buy you lunch. Can still buy you lunch. But then that's it. All right, when we come back, we're going to open phone lines as well and look at some of the other countries. And I have a guest who I'll be speaking to real quickly as well about this new initiative. I'll take a short commercial break and then I will be right back. It is still the Morning Splash. I'm Runke Giwa Anifowose. Don't go away.
It's so easy to learn anything today. That's how my little niece of yesterday tied my gele for me like a pro. When I asked her who taught her, she just gave me her phone to watch a video. Now I can tie my own gele. Plus, I'm also learning how to prepare fisherman's soup.
With MTN's reliable internet and countless learning videos on YouTube, learning how to prepare Ofin Sala is just one of the things you can learn online. Get up to 7 hours of free streaming on YouTube when you buy data plans from MTN. Dial *131# to get started.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Bode, now what do you find for kitchen?
My dear, now spoon to drink off medicine.
Honey, take comics. Just here, drink and get relief.
Yes, so summer comics for scratch throat. Comics get dextromethorphan and guanfacine. Just here, drink and get relief from cough. Ide Kunle to drink. Are they relieved now? I love comics. Now, Orange Drugs Limited, they distribute comics. Products will make you drowsy. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Comics, Ide Kunle.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher, a pilot, an astronaut.
Kids have big dreams, but a lack of iron in their diet could affect their brain development. That's why one sachet of Cerelac Junior provides 50% of their daily iron needs to help them learn to their full potential and fulfill their dreams.
A musician, an architect.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
Bossa Street for your jolly. Bossa Street today. Bossa Street. As we dey ride, we suppose dey flex. With better music for body, we know the stress. No. Bossa Street to Nadizo. At work or when I go, you never feel alone. Bossa Street for your jolly dey go. For your jolly. Bossa Street today.
My name is Dr. Friday, aka Are You The One? Join me every Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays for 1:30 p.m. on Top Splash 105.5. This one, now Bajaj Street Tunes with Bajaj. Give away plenty.
I bet you think this is going to be one of those ads where someone says, introducing, to sell some new improved product to you.
But we feel there are more important things in life, like driving carefully on rainy days to avoid splashing water on pedestrians.
Or stopping to help someone change a flat tire.
Because what really matters is being the change.
Lipton Yellow Label Tea. Awaken to what really matters.
Everything there for Black Friday.
Yes, and it's exclusive to Konga Yakata. Get extra 10% discount when you shop on Konga.com or Konga retail stores nationwide with your Access Bank or Verve cards. Before you buy anything this season, check prices on Konga.com. Konga, the e-commerce group you trust.
Honey, why are we stopping at the Deluxe shop? It's just a small stain on the wall at home.
Babe, you think you're the only one who loves shopping vouchers?
Wait, Deluxe is giving out shopping vouchers?
Yes. From now to November 30th, 2021, buy Deluxe Paint and win shopping vouchers worth up to 60,000 naira instantly. No raffle draws or lucky deeps. Just buy and win. But remember, terms and conditions apply.
Deluxe, let's color.
Ẹ ǹlẹ́ màdàmú, ẹ dákun ṣé POS machine yìí ṣiṣẹ́ mo fẹ́ gba owó díẹ̀.
Ó yá ẹ mú káàdì yín wá. Kí ló wá ṣe POS machine yìí nítorí Ọlọ́run? Àwọn kọ́sọ́mà ló sì à ń bọ̀ yìí.
Màdàmú sì ò sí nǹkan o.
Ọ̀nkú kò sí nǹkan kan. Nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yìí ń ṣe dákúndájí látàárọ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ má wọrí, yóò ṣiṣẹ́ láìpẹ́.
Ayégbé kì í ṣe Mama ATM POS machine lẹ́ ń lò nù.
Èwo tún ni Mama ATM?
Mama ATM POS machine. Wọ́n ránṣẹ́ lọ́nà tó rọrùn tó dájú. Aṣojú ilé-iṣẹ́ ìfowópamọ́ tó fi ní lọ́kànbalẹ̀ téèyàn sì ti lè gbowó jáde. Fi owó sórí decoder GoTV, DSTV àti StarTime níṣẹ́jú àyá. Mama ATM POS machine ó tẹ research card. Kọ̀mọ̀sírù rẹ̀ lẹ́yìn. Ra research card sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ kó sì tún wo balance owó tó ní lápàṣù àwọn ilé ìfowópamọ́ tó bá ń lò lò. Ìgbà ọ̀tun dé pẹ̀lú Mama ATM POS. Ọ̀gá gbogbo àwọn POS ló dé yìí o.
Bó ni mo ṣe wá fẹ́ kàn sí àwọn Mama ATM?
Tó o bá ní ṣọ́ọ̀bù tó sì fẹ́ fi Mama ATM POS wò, kàn sí Mama ATM ní number 6A Ọláníyàn Fágbèmí Street off Mobile Bus Stop lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ For Real Event Center Ìyágànkú GRA Ìbàdàn. Nílùú Èkó Suite 18 Aláùsá Shopping Mall Ìkẹjà 0809-950-0554. Mama ATM POS. Gba owó pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn.
It's game night at the Bensons and everyone's having fun. Then, this.
Hey, son, what's the matter? You too? No way.
Don't let coughs and the common cold ruin your fun time. Tuxil range of uniquely formulated day and night syrups provides effective relief from cough and cold. Product may cause drowsiness. Tuxil, the job gets done when the cough is gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
The number you have dialed is currently switched off. Please try again later.
Ṣé kìí ṣe pé mo ti tẹsẹ̀ bọ́ pàkúté báyìí? Ẹni tí mo kó wá àgbàdo fún láti bí ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ni mi rí yìí. Àrà àgbàdo, àtúrówó, nọ́mbà dráìvà náà kò tún wá lọ. Kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe báyìí?
Ìyá Àṣẹ̀kí, ṣebí mo wí fún ọ pé tó o bá fẹ́ ra àgbàdo níbi tó fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀, ọ̀dọ̀ Efex ni ọ lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n o takú olóòjẹ́rìí òǹbàrà rẹ. Sọ́tán, ọ̀dọ̀ Efex lèmi ti ń ra gbogbo àgbàdo àti sóyà mi o. Ò rí báwọn nǹkan ọ̀sìn mi ṣe ń dẹ́ yọ̀yọ̀yọ̀ tí wọ́n tóbi fàkíàfàkíà ọbẹ̀.
Ká ní mo dẹ̀ ti wá mọ̀ ni. Ṣé bí mi ò bá ti tẹ̀lé yín lọ́jọ́ yẹn?
Kì í tí ì pẹ́jù. Sáré download Comex app báyìí lórí Google Play Store tàbí Apple Store. Kó o bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní rojúlówó àgbàdo àti sóyà fáwọn nǹkan ọ̀sìn rẹ. Kódà gan bọ́ọ̀ bá ló lọ, Efex lè yá ọ lówó láti ṣe nǹkan ọ̀sìn pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn. Ó yá download Comex app báyìí kó o pe nọ́mbà ìfẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé 0903-000-1333.
Lónìí ni kò ní dọ̀là, mo gbọ́dọ̀ download Comex app báyìí.
Tó o bá ti dọ́dọ̀ Efex, ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ fún gbogbo oníǹkan ọ̀sìn.
Wúndíá kan yóò sì lóyún, yóò sì bí ọmọkùnrin kan, a ó sì máa porúkọ rẹ̀ ní Emmanuel. Ìtumọ̀ èyí ti ṣe Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú wa. Ìyanu ọdún Kérésìmesì tó ti dé lọ́dún yìí, a dúpẹ́ o. Àsìkò láti ṣàjọyọ̀, láti dáwọ́ ọ̀dùnnú àti àsìkò láti gbádùn àwọn orin amọ́kànyọ̀ mórí ẹni wú tó jẹ́ ti Kérésìmesì tó ti dé lọ́dún yìí. Àwa ń pè yín láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa níléeṣẹ́ rédíò Splash àti Lágelú fún àṣálẹ́ orin ìyìn ọdún Kérésìmesì tọdún yìí tá a mọ̀ sí Splash Lágelú Christmas Carol. Èyí tí ó máa wáyé lọ́jọ́ 9 oṣù kejìlá ọdún 2021 tá a wà yìí ní MOF 21 Event Center ládùúgbò Ring Road nílùú Ìbàdàn. Aago 4 ìrọ̀lẹ́ ọjọ́ náà lórin ayọ̀ ọdún Kérésìmesì ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Lára àwọn olórin ẹ̀mí lọ́jọ́ náà láti rí Big Bọ́lájí, Ẹ̀dá Theatre Group.
Ti bá ní kí n ká ọdún wọn kọjá lọ.
Lákòótán ará ẹ̀wẹ̀, olórin ẹ̀mí ni Tọ́pẹ́ Àlàbí yóò máa wà ń kalẹ̀ láti fi ìlù àti orin gbé ọba àwọn ọba ga. Àṣálẹ́ orin ti Kérésìmesì ọdún yìí ní Splash àti Lágelú FM yóò lárinrin. Ẹ kó àwọn ẹbí àti àwọn ará yín wá kájọ dáwọ́ dùnú nígbà tí ẹ tún máa fojú rinjú pẹ̀lú àwọn agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tó dáńtọ́ níléeṣẹ́ rédíò Splash àti Lágelú tí gbogbo wọn sì máa forí yìnyín Olúwa látinú ọkàn wa wá. Àṣálẹ́ orin ìyìn ọdún Kérésìmesì láti iléeṣẹ́ rédíò Splash àti Lágelú tọdún yìí kò ṣeé má wà ń bẹ̀ ni.
Emmanuel olùgbàlà wa Jésù Kristi.
Why is this television signal clear?
What? Since yesterday? And this fridge isn't cold? I can't believe this. Okay, I could barely sleep last night because of this noisy generator.
Wahala for who don't see original electronics buy.
Solar Telecoms and Electronics Store, the Jagaban of phones and electronics, is the one-shop place to get quality original electronic appliances at the lowest price this season. In fact, Solat is currently offering you 20% end-of-the-year discount on flat-screen TVs, deep freezers, generators, air conditioners, washing machines, gas cookers, and other appliances. What are you waiting for?
Visit Solat Electronics Showroom today at Obafemi Awolowo Way, J. Allen Dube, Balloon Building, Abayomi Bus Stop, Iwo Road, Solat Mega Store, Mokola, and Challenge and other outlets.
Call Solat Electronics today on 0701 684 1630 or 0907 434 9785.
Offer on while stock lasts.
Solat Electronic Awoof Sales. You deserve the best.
You're a fine girl, no matter what life throws your way. Girl, you smell good, oh, every second of every day. Whether the ice, no spring or summer, oh, make great memories all day. Block your sweat
your girl power and leave positive memories wherever you go with All Day Roll-On. Also available in spray.
Welcome back. It is still the morning splash on Splash 105.5 FM. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back. For those who are already, having this conversation, wherever it is you're listening to me from, do you picture this is a good idea? Kaduna State is already implementing this, but from 1st of December, they're going to reduce working days in a week to 4 instead of 5, and on Fridays, workers will be able to work from home. How can we ensure? I mean, mental health is something the conversation is just becoming, I think, a whole lot better. Talking about mental health. Back in the day, people didn't want to talk about mental health because they just thought people were just being silly. I've got Somi Adebumi. He's a business economist and finance analyst who over the years is renowned for his expertise as a business development strategist and management consultant. Somi is a graduate of business economics and finance, University of North London, England, and with certifications in business and social entrepreneurship from the University of Cape Town, South Africa, and organizational leadership, Northwestern University, USA. Somi is the founder of RIS Consulting, management consulting firm, and co-founder, chief business officer of Africa's largest online community for business leaders and thought leaders, Speakers HQ. Good morning, Somi. Okay, Good
morning. How are you?
Oh, great. I'm fantastic. And how? Oh, yeah. You said you're already well. Good to have you here. Thank you very much for obliging us anytime we call to have conversations like this.
Thank you for having me.
Yes. All right. So we're talking about this reduction of working days of the week to 4 or 5. We already recorded that Kaduna is already implementing this, and that from the 1st of December, workers in Kaduna State will work 4 days in a week as opposed to 5. I also looked at some countries that have implemented this, and quite a number of countries have implemented this, Somi. But I see that a lot of them are, I actually said to somebody who's here in the studio that a lot of them are actually cold countries. And if you've worked in, a cold country before, waking up in the morning to go to work can be one of the most depressing things ever. But what are your thoughts to this announcement?
Yes. Once again, thank you for having me. And it's such a honor being with you guys. Yes, I think we all kind of saw this coming when we had the advent of the novel coronavirus, and most of us had to, the whole world was shut down for months. And there was this thing that we all came up saying, which was the new norm, the new normal.
Yes.
And we're looking at working situations were quite different. You see, I always joke that something that has always happened for a while is something that other parts of the world we're now waking up to, which is remote working from home. I remember that I had some friends who used to laugh at me sometimes when I said that I was working from home as a finance analyst, and now everybody's embraced it, is happy. And now we're moving forward to actually having a situation where we might not even have our traditional 5 days working week anymore. And these are exciting times.
Right.
However, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah, so like I said, these are exciting times.
Yes.
But it really does come with certain issues also. I remember, I realized also that even in Nigeria here, Kaduna State government has actually proposed, and I think they're starting, I think tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow. Yes, you're right.
Yes, I think tomorrow. And they're going to be having 4 working days. However, I even think theirs is a bit different because in actual fact, it's still 5 working days.
Yes, they're just working from home on the 5th day.
They're just working from home. They're just working remotely. And then they have actually increased their working hours from Monday to Thursday with extra hours to work. So, to be honest, I don't even know where they are stand. But if you look at countries like New Zealand,
Germany,
Norway, Japan, Germany, who are already doing this, I know workers will be happy. I'm not so sure, coming from an entrepreneur, I'm not so sure how happy business owners are going to be. Right. So, because you have to look at the productivity aspect of things. Yes, we try to claim that workers will be more productive because they are not working, they are not coming to work 5 days in a week. But I don't know. Like you said, waking up in winter to do the work.
Right.
So what happens in summertime? What happens in summertime?
I mean, more summer days, going to, I don't know, Liverpool, whatever. But I mean, what are your thoughts on? I mean, I talked earlier about how, yes, oftentimes we hear about some initiatives from advanced countries, and we like to copy them, there's nothing wrong with copying. But how do we start to localize some of these initiatives? Like, for example, this is a working day. I don't know how many Nigerians, even a lot of Nigerians, I don't know. Especially in because oftentimes when we talk about this kind of thing, we're talking about more the elitist, kind of people. But look at the average Nigerian. How does this how does this affect them? How do they care? How do we start to localize great initiatives that we hear of in more advanced countries and start to sort of slim fit it to fit how we are here, our culture, for example?
Yeah, so I think the most important thing that we have to consider in such policy is this: it will be quite hard and sad if it is made mandatory. You see, every organization must create tailor-fit solutions for their organization. True. Right? I don't necessarily think this will work across all sectors.
Right.
And like you have rightly put out, it might not necessarily work across all countries or even continents.
Yes.
Okay? And I think governments of the world need to leave it open, to different organizations or industries if they want to embrace this. The government role is just to say, okay, this regulation is there, when it is not necessarily mandatory for everybody to come to work 5 days in a week.
Yes.
But as long as you fulfill your normal labor laws, labor regulations of a maximum of 40 hours, as long as it doesn't
affect your work.
Normal working hours.
Right. And and to buttress what you said, I mean, about how obviously it can't be mandatory, because in a Nigeria where it's mostly entrepreneurs that are really holding up our economy. So you want to tell an entrepreneur, I mean, we don't have government benefits like that obviously can cater to the people. So the entrepreneurs that really are so how do you, if an entrepreneur needs people to be at work 6 days a week, I mean,
it depends. To be honest, again, it depends on the size of your organization. Nigeria, for example, the sector that really drives the economy is the informal to the small, medium enterprises. All right, and these are enterprises who, even currently, are not necessarily in line with international labor laws.
Right.
Because you find their workers even working exceeding the number of hours stipulated by law. All right. So, like I said, it depends. Imagine your banks, for example, and them saying, they only work Monday to Fridays. I mean, that's going to cause a big headache for everybody, because even some of us even pray. We have in the UK. There are some banks that actually open on Saturdays.
Right.
It might just be skeleton working hours.
Right.
So we are even hoping they can open banks at almost every day if possible. But if you don't let them lose sight of something, believe that the organizations are not going to be shut down on one day of that week, which is Friday.
Right.
I think it's just going to happen that the staff are going to be on rotation.
Exactly, which will mean hiring more people get hired.
So this helps the economy, because now you have more people at work.
Working.
This also helps an entrepreneur, because then you might actually your overhead costs might actually reduce marginally, possibly.
Right.
Marginally, possibly. It depends on how your setup is. All right. So, like I said, this thing must be tailor fit to solutions of different industries. All right. But one thing we cannot take away is this: at least at the initial stage, if more companies, more states embrace this, you would initially have a high level of productivity. And I emphasize on the use of the word initially, because anytime you have a favorable change, you always have a big jump in productivity.
Right.
But over time, when everybody gets used to it, you realize again that we are all complaining again that, oh God, 4 days is too much in a week. You get me? So, these are some of the things that have to be considered. Also, when you're working from home, There is also an added pressure from the business owner or from the company, which is providing technology that we needed for people to work remotely.
Absolutely.
You know, now they need more laptops and few very many
data,
things.
internet. Yes.
You know, so this might eventually increase the capital expenditure.
Right. Absolutely. The organization. True.
Of the I said it has to be still off it.
Absolutely. Wow.
There are companies now. Mine is one of such, and many other companies who their workers don't even necessarily have to come to work anymore.
Fantastic. They don't need to.
Except when there's a meeting where everybody necessarily needs to be physically present.
Yes.
Because most of the meetings now are virtual.
Absolutely.
My and I, we are constantly online working. You know, I have a staff who is constantly, he works directly with me. In fact, we don't see most of the time, except when we have to go for some presentation somewhere. You know, so that's already happening.
Exactly.
But there's the need for, you're talking about laptops, you're talking about Wi-Fi for data, you're talking about, so many things.
That some organizations may not be able to factor into there.
But I think ultimately, we have to still agree that we are all moving in the right direction. Now, I have to raise a con on this matter. This, however, as much as workers might be happy working 4 days a week, this is a beginning. This is the beginning of a replacement of human labor by artificial intelligence. So
that's another story for another day. Another story for another day altogether.
Because
Thank you.
I say, doing 4 days a week means that you'll be replaced by technology.
Because if I can do without you, then I obviously I don't have to pay for if I can do without you. But thank you very much, Somi. We appreciate your time here and for talking to us about this subject. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.
And you too.
All right, so that was Somi Adebumi sharing his thoughts on the adoption of the 4-day working week by Kaduna State government, and of course a lot of other countries. And if this really is the new normal, how would you feel about that? All right, before I go real quickly, I've got one of my sisters on radio with me today. It's always great when I share the mic with some of my sisters on the radio, and she's got information for you today. I've got Chiquito.
Thank you, Ronnie. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for joining me. You look like Santa Claus this morning.
Yes, because it's Christmas already.
Yes, Mama Claus is here with some information. All right, Mama Claus.
Okay, by the special grace of God, tomorrow we're kicking off the Santa Claus Xmas Fun Fair at Palms Shopping Mall. We're expecting mothers, children, everybody to come around. And Ronnie, you know something? We'll be going down to Muritala Muhammad Airport tomorrow to pick Santa. Yes, all the way from Rome. Yes.
Hey, I know what I want from Santa this Christmas, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that he's going to bring it from the North Pole for me.
Okay, yeah. A lot of things will be there for children. A lot of goodies. Children will come around. Activities. Wow. You know, we're going to have face painting, bouncing castle. Children are going to enjoy a train ride. Fantastic. They are going to dance. There's going to be beauty competition. A lot of things, and the gifts. Oh my God!
Hey, so when is it starting? For how long?
It's starting tomorrow, 1st of December, through 24th of December.
So
9 o'clock in the morning till 6 p.m. in the evening. It's just 1,500 naira. Where? Which
to bring Santa.
To bring Santa all the way from
Rome. Must have been
Rome.
subsidized, really, because I know what you have in store and what the
just 1,500 naira
per
at Palms Shopping Mall. We're kicking off tomorrow. It's going to be something special.
So schools that want to bring their students can come.
Yes, they can come. As a matter of fact, we'll be giving each school that comes with their children 20% discount.
Wow, fantastic!
20% discount. Not minding the big, great, and well-packaged gifts they'll be getting when they bring their kids there. And we also want to call on individuals, organizations, politicians that would like to sponsor children.
Yes, care homes,
orphanages and stuff like that.
Don't leave them out of this, please.
Yes, we're calling on them. We want to say a big thank you to Femi Shoemo Foundation. He already called and said he wants to sponsor 50 children. And I think one Augustine or something in Chicago who said he is going to send 50,000 naira for us to make sure we take care of the children in homes, you understand?
Yes.
So we're calling on every other person who would want to do so to please come around and do it and see how Olonwoba will yonu.
Yes, okay, well, that looks like a finale. It looks like Christmas is already in the air. It started already.
You can see I'm already dressed for Christmas.
Yeah, so from tomorrow, Palms Mall on Ring Road.
Yes.
Bring your children, nephews, nieces, everybody. Your schools, proprietors, tresses. Bring your schools. Make sure your children are not left out from this fun.
Yes. Wow, just 1,500. And we also have something for parents too.
Yes.
So it's not only the children.
Okay, so is there numbers? Anyone is there anything?
Yes. Okay. They can quickly call us on 08056998703.
So if you're a sponsor or you're a school that wants to get more information, that number again?
Yes.
That number once again?
08056998703.
Thank you, Chiquita.
You're welcome, darling.
Good to have you here. And I'm definitely taking my children. And maybe I'll sponsor a few children as well.
I'll be glad. I trust you.
We've got to make this Christmas a special one.
Amen.
This has been a tough year. Yeah. So we've got to make this a special one for people.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for being a part of the program with me today. It's been an amazing one. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for listening. And of course, thank you for just being here. Until next time when I'm back your way, I remain Ronke Giwa Onofuwa. Good morning.